Hello everyone and welcome to NeuroMath. In today's video, we are going to build on our understanding of the properties of odd and even numbers. Specifically, we are going to learn how to use these properties to check the accuracy of solutions for addition problems. Before we go into our main focus, let's quickly refresh our memories about what odd and even numbers are. Even numbers are those that have a 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8 in their ones place. They are also divisible by 2. What that means is, when I divide them by 2, I get an answer without a remainder. Odd numbers, on the other hand, are those that have a 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9 in their ones place value. If I divide those by 2, I do get a remainder, which means they are not divisible by 2. The first thing we need to understand to build on this knowledge is that the sum of two even numbers is always even. What this means is that when I add two even numbers together, I get an even number as a result. So if I've got something like 6 plus 4, 24 plus 36, or 134 plus 122, because I'm adding two even numbers, I will get an even number as an answer. So if I go through them one by one, I can see that this condition is true. 6 plus 4 being 10, which is an even number. 24 plus 36 being 60, which is also an even number. And 134 plus 122 being 256, also an even number. What's also important to remember is that this condition is always going to be true no matter the size of the two even whole numbers being added. So even if I have something like a 6-digit even number being added with a 3-digit even number, my answer will still be an even number. The next thing we need to understand is that the sum of two odd numbers is always going to be even. What this means is that when I add two odd numbers together, I will get an even number as a result. So if I have something like 3 plus 9, or 33 plus 15, or 101 plus 117, because they're two odd numbers being added together, I will get an even number as an answer. And again, we can check that this condition is true. 3 plus 9 being 12, which is an even number. 33 plus 15 being 48, which is an even number. And 101 plus 117 being 218, which is an even number. Like the previous condition, this is always going to be true no matter the size of the two odd whole numbers being added. So I could have an odd number that is 3 digits long being added to an odd number that is 5 digits long. My answer will still be an even number. The last thing we need to understand is that the sum of an even and an odd number is always going to be odd. What this means is that when I add an even and an odd, or an odd and an even, I will get an odd number as my answer. So I could have problems like 8 plus 5, 17 plus 24, or 156 plus 115. Because an odd number is being added with an even number, I will get an odd number as my answer. And like with the previous conditions, we can check that this is true by solving our problems. 8 plus 5 being 13, an odd number. 17 plus 24 being 41, an odd number. And 156 plus 115 being 271, an odd number. This condition, like the rest, is always going to be true no matter the size of the odd and even whole numbers being added. So I could have a 5-digit odd number being added with a 3-digit even number. I will still get an odd number as my final answer. That's all for today, everyone. Hope you have a better understanding of the topic covered. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.